Hi guys, hope you all are doing well during this time. I pray that your families are also doing well and that you are keeping your faith and hope alive, that you are not allowing your circumstances or whatever is happening around you to move your focus away from God. And so something came to mind as it relates to, promises of God. When it comes to certain things, when we expect that it's going to do things a specific way, we tend to put God in a box. We tend to think that God is going to orchestrate his power or those promises in a specific way or in a specific time. We already know that God is omniscient, all-knowing, omnipresent, everywhere at the same time, and omnipotent, all-powerful. And we tend to still try to put him in a box. He has everything in control. So sometimes we try to put him in a box and we're like, okay, we're expecting him to do things this way, or we're expecting him to do things another way. And the thing is, we have to get out of that mindset. All of us go through that at some point. We have to get out of those mindsets, because when we expect God to do specific things in specific ways, we tend to be disappointed because we are putting certain timelines and certain expectations as to how God is going to do something. Our minds cannot comprehend the things God do. There are many things, I believe, that we still can't fathom about God. Things he do sometimes we won't always understand, but we have to believe that he is going to work everything out. For some of you guys, you may be expecting God to do something right now, and you're looking at everything in the world and you're like, how is anything going to happen with the way things are going right now? Don't put God in a box. Don't try to put limitations on him also. Just because the circumstances are the way they are now, you're expecting God not to be able to do the thing that you want him to do because of what is happening. And, God sees the beginning to the end. He sees the full picture. We have to just trust and believe that he will manifest those things that he has spoken. And put him in a box. Don't think that he is going to do things one way, and then when things take a while or when things don't happen, you get mad at God and you feel sad, or you get into a feeling of depression because the thing that you wanted didn't happen the way you thought it would happen, or it didn't even, to you, it seems as if it's never going to happen. So don't think that way in this time. Don't think that way at all. Try to trust God. And that's what trusting God is all about. Trusting God is, you see things go in a certain way, but regardless of what you see, you already know that he is going to work it out. You already know that all the pieces are going to come together and everything will turn out the way it is supposed to turn out. And you know what? God's going to blow many of your minds. He is going to surprise many of you. He wants to surprise you, but you have to just rest. You have to be still. You have to know that steps are ordered by him, and that he is going to make sure, give you your heart's desires, and he already knows the things that are important to you. Let God surprise you. Let him surprise you. Don't try to put restrictions and don't try to figure out how he's going to do it. This time, move by his spirit so that you don't miss out on what he wants to do. Because when we get ahead of God, we only hurt ourselves. It's best that we just rest in him and expect great things. Expect that everything is going to work out and everything is going to be okay. God is amazing. He makes me laugh so much. I don't know if you see the humor in him. I was expecting God to do something a specific way. I was waiting on this specific thing. I tried to go ahead of God. I tried to speed up the process, but it really didn't work. Don't fully always understand what he's doing, but he fully understands what he's doing. And he's not going to change what he wants to do for your life just because you're impatient or just because you don't want to wait. He's going to do what is best for his children. Best to wait on him and not to go ahead of him instead of trying to manipulate or change different circumstances. And I don't know about you guys, like every time I think he is going to do something a specific way, he never does it. I was expecting something at a specific time and it didn't happen. It didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. And I could remember things from the past where I thought it was going to happen, something was going to happen, and I was basically disappointing myself because I was expecting God to do a specific thing in a specific way. And all God wanted me to do was to practice being patient and to practice believing and trusting in Him. And so, guys, don't try to figure it out. I might as well tell you, don't try to figure out how God is going to do whatever you want Him to do in your life. Don't try to figure out how it's going to be done. All you need to know is that it is going to be done. And God is not a man that He should lie. He's going to give you those promises or those things that are dear to your heart. He's going to give it to you. Try not to outstep God or do things that will prevent you from moving ahead during this time.